Alright, so checking out the bans for both teams, it is similar bans for both teams actually, except for the Ari and the Dr. Mundo for known to pork barrel the Ari because Wind in the mid lane has just been bullying. Wait, calculated with the Vladimir. And I saw that.
Yasuo si Wind.
Yeah. And then the Dr. Mundo, I think was just, kasi first pick ang no to pork barrel. So they didn't want to give one of the stronger top lane champions or jungler champions, which is the Mundo, and they're okay with giving calculated the Lulu, in my opinion. Or that could also go for Maximilian, but I think calculated is a much more
better
proficient Lulu player than Maximilian.
Yeah, and actually, is this gonna be it? Kasi matagal ko lang hinihintay na gusto ko makita si Wind na mag-Yasuo.
So it will be. And Colette will go to his... Ikaw excited ka sa Yasuo?
Lagi kasi sa Pro Gaming Series, either binaban or pinipick ng kabilang kalaban yung Yasuo or parang hindi fit sa comp ng plano ng Mineski. So hindi nila pinipili yung Yasuo for Win. So I'm really, really excited to see finally, after all the hype which has been going to Win.
Yeah, the Yasuo player.
Win. Yeah, the Yasuo player Win.
I think that's why his name is Win.
Yeah, Win will see. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm more excited to see the Zac of Colette. Before it was Tam who used this, very strong jungler, and now it's gonna go onto Colette's hands. So we'll see what happens. His elastic slingshots in the previous games that I've seen him play it have been really good. We'll see. Tam right now though goes for another heavy CC champion who is also a tank. That is the Sejuani in the jungle.
Yes.
But I don't know. There's like this curse in the Philippines, in the Philippine LoL community. Na pag sa Sejuani ka, 90% of your glacial prisons
lumalagpas. May numbers ka pa, 90%.
Parang nararamdaman ko 90% na lumalagpas lang siya sa target mo, and then it'll just hit air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that happens to all countries. Yung percentage na yan.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Because it's, although long range. Long range naman. Pero sometimes, yeah, you really do miss that. It happens. It's a skill shot. And, no to pork barrel, there is nothing new into the comp that they're bringing.
I think the only change to their composition now was that before in the mid lane they have a Vladimir who at least can deal out damage by himself rather than relying on the Tristana. But now it's the Lulu who, can also deal damage by herself, but have that utility for the Tristana again. That there's the wild growth, the movement speed from the Pixie as well as the shield. So all of this utility revolves around the ADR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only main it's gonna fall off in terms of yung damage nila pagdating ng late game. Only source of pure raw damage is just gonna be that Tristana. Pero we cannot forget na medyo masakit talaga siya early to mid din yung Alulu. Lalo na Thunderlords really makes a lot of champions hurt right now. Kaya medyo nag-expand yung pool. I think I remember nagdi-discuss tayo, even though in terms of mastery diversity, it's not there because everybody just wears Thunderlords and everything is K. Pero in terms of champion diversity, it increased a lot kasi the numbers increased a lot kasi nga because of the Thunderlords.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that. Having a bigger champion pool because of this new, mastery pickups is better than having customizable masteries, but then you're just contained with these very few picks that your composition will not work out if you don't get these picks, if they get banned off.
Yeah.
But checking out Mineski's composition, a Cho'Gath for TG. So that Feral Scream will at least help stop the follow-up initiates of No to Pork Barrel if TG can position it correctly. So if like Maximilian goes in for the ultimate or Tom goes in for the ultimate, if Calculated or Genvi or even Cannon are slow to the party, one Feral Scream and then Rupture can just stop all of that aggression, and then if he gets like a good Rupture or Colette gets a good knock-up, Wind has his Yasuo just to follow up with the last breath.
everything fits perfectly well for Mineski at this comp. Especially Gen V is probably gonna be slippery with alongside all the peel, the CCs, and the rocket jump. If TG manages to land a good silence, a good knock up, he really can't try to jump away and try to disengage. But I guess that's what the Lulu is for.
Yeah.
Just try to delay the death of Gen V, but then look at that. That's do not remove EXO into the equation. That's Lucian. That's gonna be really really painful early on, early
Yeah.
to mid. Actually
Especially
consistent
when,
naman talaga
yeah,
ang
especially when you
Lucian.
get that early Essence Reaver or Infinity Edge, just deal a lot of damage.
Sino? Si
EXO.
EXO, yeah.
Yeah.
Later on to the actually no, early nga consistent damage, really painful si
Yeah.
Lucian. And in terms of what I'm saying na hindi nagbago yung no to pork barrel, it's because they're after the team fights and rotations na naman in taking objectives. They're stronger when they're together, pero itong si Mineski, they have a good balance of pretty much everything.
Yeah, they also have true damage in their hands with the Feast of the Cho'Gath. You also have to
Yeah.
note that kahit ano lang, Rod of Ages lang ang buhay ni TG, that Feast deals really good damage already because again, true damage, it just bypasses the armor, the magic resist. So you're left with this raw damage output that kahit hindi siya pang last hit sa champions, initial bite, if it's on a squishy champion, it at least makes that target a little bit, scared of where to position because he already got the initial damage, diba?
Yeah.
Or they use heals to at least get that HP back that they lost. So at least that's some skills that can be used by, or that's a skill that can be used by TG to at least make no to pork barrel again on the edge, because a while ago no to pork barrel were really really, I don't know, disoriented in the clashes because
Yeah.
of who will initiate? Sino ba? Si
Si Tam, si Zac.
Wind. Oh, sorry. So
Ay.
for Mineski side, si Wind ba, si TG, si Colette. There was so much options for Mineski that doon nahuhuli ang no to pork barrel eh.
Yeah.
And no to pork barrel really have to at least address this issue, kasi kung hindi, kahit man okay si Gen V as an ADR, he's really good. He's a really good ADR.
Yeah.
If he gets caught out, then wala na mangyayari sa no to pork barrel because they're just gonna lose the damage that they have.
Yeah, and then what do you call this? Diba you were talking about Mineski earlier? It's also the decision making ng no to pork barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to fix that if they really want to take on Mineski. They had a chance. They had the advantage. They just lost it in one fight. And then after that, medyo nakita mo nag-tilt na sila kasi
Yeah.
during the Baron area what do you call this? Baron area
Fight.
yeah, they wanted to try to bait Mineski, but their positioning was super messy.
Yeah.
They were in different places at the same time around their own jungle, and basically it was Mineski collapsing on towards yun nga, no to pork barrel, and AX, that team really likes those yun nga team fights.
Yeah.
And
You also have to note that no to pork barrel, their composition a while ago, which is similar to what they have right now,
Yeah.
was designed to protect the the squishier targets of their team. And hindi yun nangyari for that clash.
Yeah.
Gen V got caught out by Wind, and then pumasok si Maximilian, but it was so late that Gen V died already, and when he used his ultimate,
it didn't hit anyone.
I think it only hit Wind, but it wasn't
Yeah.
enough to kill him, and he just added another death to their team and
Yeah.
another kill, which is more gold for Mineski to
Mineski.
stack up, and they got like 8,000 to 10,000 gold lead when the game
Yeah.
ended. All right, so guys, we have loaded into the Summoner Rift, so let's get into the Rift. So again, this is the Mineski Gaming League, the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7 League of Legends, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe, Mineski Infinity.
And for official monitor, we have ViewSonic and official gaming partner Garena.
Alright, so for the blue side, we now have no to pork barrel. In the top lane, it's going to be Maximilian with the Malphite. In the jungle, it's going to be Tam with that Sejuani. In the mid lane, it's going to be Calculated with the Lulu. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Gen V with the Tristana and Cannon will be his Alistar support.
And for the red side, we have Mineski on the top lane. We have TG with the Cho'Gath. In the jungle, we have Gullit with the Zac. In the mid lane, we have Wind, Hasagi, Yasuo. And for the bottom lane duo, we have EXO on the Lucian AD carry and Kaigu with the Trundle support.
Yes, alright. So I guess we have some time to check the Twitch chat right now. So I want to say hi to Surame because he's been giving me quite a bit of love in the Twitch chat. So hi, dude.
Hi, Surame.
Yeah. So there's a wait. What? May delay period pa pala more Riku spotlight Asurai love me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey.
Hey guys, and see, I am the Panda Boo and see K Pow.
Sup, boo?
Sup, Boo and K Pow. K Powie. It's K-Powie actually.
Or K-Pow 33.
I like K-Powie. I think it's a nice punchline.
30 seconds until minions.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting punched by right now. By that K-Powie.
K-Powie. So they're discussing about the picks and they say daw, spoil daw yung Yasuo. That is true dahil yung Cho'Gath, Zac, and the Trundle both have some sort of knockups.
Yes, to just, well, it's better, even if you're a good Yasuo player, it's always good to at least have one or two champions to complement your last breath, because in most scenarios, this isn't the perfect world where you get every single Yasuo knock-up to hit 4 or 5 people.
Or yeah, it isn't really a perfect world where your crush
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, ganun nga
love
ba
you
yung sinabi ko ng perfect world, yan na tayo eh.
Yeah, ganun talaga. So,
Yeah. Sabi mo natin na single ka pa sa mga viewers. Ay, sorry.
sabi mo dyan, Asurai.
Mag-explode na yung
Heist.
yung Facebook ko mamaya. Sabihin, Riku, I'm available for you.
Wala naman sigurong gaganon. Anyway, back to the game.
Yes, of course, back to the game.
So, standard start. Dito for both teams, no lane swaps. Both junglers started on their respective buffs. And you see a little trade dito sa mid lane. Calculated losing that one there.
Yes. Well, Win does have his dash, as his first skill, and that allows him to, gap close very fast, with a lot of damage auto-calculated. And you do have to note, guys, that level 1, you have lower armor than magic resist. So, if you're a very mobile physical damage champion in that mid lane against a mage, you actually deal more damage if you get your hits off. And that's what Win is doing. He knows what his stuff. He's a Yasuo player, so that's what he's doing. Onto Calculated already putting Calculated in a very awkward situation. But Calculated does have a lot of potions to spare. But Win right now, level 3, has the Wind Ball, has the dash, has the steal damage, all that good stuff will just stop Calculated from even reaching, the tower of. But that might actually be for his advantage, because Colette with the last shot can just add so much reach for his Zac. While this happening, look at the position of Tom right now. He's gonna get caught out by Wind here. Almost though. If he didn't go in, if he went in, but he might have get caught out by Wind and.
So, I guess maganda yung early vision ng, oh, hold up, in the top lane though, this is such a close fight. The minion wave is obviously the advantage of DG. Pero here comes the flash, it's smacking the ground. Shockwave-ish. Parang pumalakpak lang si Malphite Pang, namatay, surprise. Anyway, here, both junglers here, Kulit, very, very brave dahil alam niya meron siyang passive. Yasuo can follow right in, pero hindi na lang nila tinuloy.
GG. I don't know, that was a straight up misplay from him. He didn't respect that Maximilian. Yeah, can flash in and clap right in your face, and then, I think he was hoping to flash away as well, but kung may seismic shard siya, that wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
It was very aggressive of TG here.
Maybe he was expecting the cooldowns. Maunahan niya magkaroon ng, siguro ng, what do you call the
rupture?
The rupture first.
Yeah.
Or the scream first, since mas mahaba yung range.
Malphite still has a lot of HP, so even if he tried to engage, that doesn't out. So, I don't know, TG losing his mind a little bit there. But well, that first blood did go into the hands of Maximilian, so this guy will at least be able to get himself his initial tank items to be able to, when he reaches level 6, possibly, or around level 9 or 10, possibly get the items for his team to, you know, start doing objectives.
Yeah, and dito sa top lane, I think the corruption potion really works well with the, what do you call this, the BOT Ras against and yeah, he's really maximizing the item pool while here, the trades here in the mid lane as well. That's Thunderlord's Ignite being dropped onto the Lulu. Not enough.
Yeah, don't have to go in for the kill win, which is the correct decision for him. Didn't just had to force a flash out of Calculated, and Calculated, well, being a Lulu with an Ignite and not a teleport will allow Wind to get more CS in this mid lane, or you know, have Calculated at the risk of getting dove on by Wind as well as whether that is the case here, as he almost gets the knock up onto Tan, forces him to flash. And both mid laner and jungler for no to pork barrel already no flash 6 minutes into the game. So there's a 5 minute
wow!
time that they can be ganked yet again. Maximilian here gets bit off, and TG with the feast, not able to last it, but the up attack will just do that. Genvi taking a lot of damage in this bottom lane. Colette took a bit of tower hits, but there is no follow-up CC, so he'll just be able to walk away from that. So in the top lane, Maximilian, even though he did get that first blood onto TG, well, even if you have the magic resist, that's not going to work against the feast. All you can do is stack up a lot of HP. He does have some with that
so,
facial.
Cho'Gath's
Yeah.
feast is true damage, look pure, raw?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think all of Kaigu's, most of Kaigu's ice pillars have been stopping Genvi from rocket jumping. Is that right? I think I saw it.
I didn't catch it. Like right now, just right now.
A while ago. I think like when they tried to. I'm not sure.
I think hindi pa siya nag-rocket jump kasi nag-rocket jump siya nung pumasok yata si
I see. Okay.
Zac, and yeah. Both junglers, as a Juwani, no, that's understandable. Sort of weak early on, probably waiting for level 6 but to try and do a gank just to be safe.
The most possible way for him to probably get a kill here would most definitely be the bottom lane. Mid lane is a little bit tricky because there's the risk of you missing your ultimate, as well as the Windmill of the Oswald just stopping it completely. And well, Wind here has actually been bullying Calculated in that mid lane, so I think Bam might, you know, try to go for the risk and at least mitigate some of the pressure that Wind is doing this mid lane, because look at that, 20 CS advantage already. Wind's gonna be able to get that static shift even faster, and while Calculated is near his Spooky Ghost, his Frost Queen's claim, that's not a lot of damage output in terms of first core item. It's more of the utility of the Spooky Ghosts and, you know, his own kit.
Yeah, for chasing, it's actually also a good you can use it defensively as well. That's why it's a nice item to pick up, especially that you can be ganked on both sides. For example, they're going to pursue you, just activate it and slow it down, try to delay. Especially, you also have the Whimsy. So, rotating up top itong si Calculated, probably trying to make a pick up some sort. But going back to lane, dahil yun nga, very powerless ngayon si Lulu against this scary Yasuo Hasariwo.
Yeah, so his build is well again, his build is more heavily attuned because he's supporting his teammates when there's a defense to go for. And well, checking out the vision control here for both teams, doesn't look like it'll happen. But they can force it if they get some kills on the Mineski side. They should though, because Mineski are starting to get their damage output, and well, in my opinion, Lucian just deals more damage.
Oh,
and
wow!
oh my gosh, there's Lucian onto window. There's the last breath onto Tam. Look at that. Colette as well as Win with the last breath and the Let's Bounce were able to just deplete the HP of Calculated and give another advantage for winning that mid lane aside from the CS.
I'm not sure if the correct decision was to transmogulate tuloy to wild growth the Sejuani. Sejuani is already tanky. Was still pretty healthy. Habang si Lulu was super, I think below 50% HP already. So, if ever Yasuo dove onto the Lulu, dun na siya sana pwede mag-wild growth onto herself. But then it did not happen. Probably used it defensively dahil nga dun sa last breath. But then,
it's possibly
it could have been a better skirmish dun sa lane. Oh!
Wow, lots of damage onto Genvi there. EXO taking a lot of damage himself. That last tick of the explosive charge, putting EXO to his, almost the same health as Genvi there.
Culling.
Like, to the side. Not the backbone of Genvi there, but look at the mid lane. Arculate just getting bullied out by Wind. He has to dash in, use the Wind Wall, stop the Glitter Lance, activate the Thunderlord's Wrath. That's like the step way to push Calculate out of his lane. It's working well for him. There's the less shot coming in from Colette. Go for the flash out from Maximilian. So he's, well, respecting the damage of TG. Look at that damage output from TG. Rail Screw, Rupture, and then the free. You know, making Maximilian's passive non-existent.
Well, it's super perfect kasi to gank that lane. Lalo na wala nang mana si Malphite, but actually Genvi goes in, drops a charge, forces the heal just to go the distance. And what a calculated play there. Not, what do you call this? Talagang alam niya saktong-sakto yung damage na gagawin niya. And with the buster shot, kompleto. Manages to kill, flash even being used just to avoid Kulet's knockback here from SkyGoo. Going and rotating towards the mid lane. No kills will happen there. Meanwhile, Cannon has arrived. Here comes a double knock-up. Tinulak si Wind. And that is unstoppable. Force Maximilian will finish him off. And that is what it is. This is AEX, No to Pork Barrel, with their favorite playstyle. No?
The respond for your team while Genvi, you know, initiates. EXO didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
They did see, I believe, Kaibu going into his Dragon Parasite ward. And then Genvi said knowing how to use this Tristana, even just impact EF Sword. Playing this for multiple times, already knowing how much damage he'll do, just gets the kill onto EXO. EXO not, you know, calculating that.
Yeah.
Even with a heal and a flash, still dies.
Exactly. I mean,
no help from Cannon.
Yeah, no help from Cannon. Could you imagine using everything, flash, heal, tas di nila mapatay? Diba? That's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, like they get the kill.
They did. Sobrang calculated.
Yeah, and it resulted into another kill into the mid lane because Cannon was free to roam. EXO died already. Kaigu, I think, backed into his base. And Wind wasn't expecting the one guy, or the one of the two guys who can actually bypass his wind wall and CC him, which was the Alistar. Gets the pulverize as well as the headbutt, delivers him to the loving arms of Tam and Calculated, and then kills him. Yeah, I would.
Hi, so back to the game though. We will see again Tam try to make a play here. There's the ultimate coming from Yasuo! Sakto, but Calculated in response to this wild growth. You have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and Wind will get the kill.
Okay, again, see what I mean? Colette's ganks are very, very potent with that Zac, and without proper, you know, vision, because Zac's gank path in the mid lane, show this person while Genvi might get killed there, is here, in those areas right there. So Genvi's gonna get ganked here. 4-man gank from Mineski, and if he survives, he will have
a cookie.
Yeah, a cookie.
But no, he doesn't get a cookie, he died.
Yeah.
So
how do you pronounce it? Cookie?
Cookie. Wow, how do you pronounce cookie? It's just cookie.
Yeah,
How-
exactly.
How else can you pronounce cookie?
Cookie.
Okay.
But okay, back to what I was saying. So, well, Genevieve did get that bot tier 1, but I'm not sure that was a worth it trade if he dies and then gives away his own bot tier 1. He should have just backed off and, well, waited for at least a minute to reset the waves or 30 seconds or to at least allow him to have another companion in the bottom lane or there. So he just died really, really fast. As for the mid lane, again, you saw the cursory movement that I was doing a while ago. Those two, vice versa to the other one in the top lane, is where most Zac players would like to position themselves. If you don't have supplementary wards in that area, there is a very high chance that Zac can be there and just gank you out of the blue,
Yeah.
and that's what happened onto Calculated. Didn't put the vision in the opponent's side, he only put it into his own side, which is, well, in my opinion, a
Not
mistake. Yeah, not a good way to do it. And then he just gets caught out. So that's what happens. So checking out the itemizations in the top lane, Rod of Ages completed for TG. As for Maximilian, he is stacking up HP as well as magic resist with the Mercury Jets, with the Spectre's Cowl and
Yeah, Chogas.
the Bomb's Cinder. So I think, yeah, that's the... you have some itemizations for fighting, and then you also have a lot of HP to counter out the Chogas Beast. Oh, we might actually no.
No.
I thought they were gonna back out. I thought they were gonna go in.
I guess the reason din, sometimes may parang, what do you call this? AP katapat. Ganun. Tapos yung build ng armor. There's a reason for that sometimes. It means they're aiming towards... Wait! Whoa! He flashes it! Flashes away! Then nakita niya si Tammy while Genvi rotating in the mid lane. Kulit jumps back
Oh
into
no,
the battle.
let's
Genvi
bounce!
decides to back away, but that Kulit is pushed out towards the tower of No to Pork Barrel. And what a great rotation coming in from No to Pork Barrel. This team, no? Tinatimingan si Kulit dahil alam nila Kulit will just keep on pressuring the mid lane whenever Wind has his ultimate.
Yeah, but the thing that started that off for No to Pork Barrel is Wind. He was a bit too over aggressive there. He flashed because he saw Tam and he was afraid to get CC'd under the tier 1 turret. The problem with that though was that, yeah, pumasok siya, he was overextended and Genki was in the correct spot. Buster shotted him into the turret range, or even more into the loving arms of No to Pork Barrel. No to Pork Barrel were happy to get that. Also the problem with Let's Play there, his Let's Bounce pushed Calculated into the tier 1 already. I get why he flashed in, he tries to get the kill, but with a Zac against a champion who has a shield and more slows, that's not the best decision to make. He should have just backed off. He knew that it failed already. There wasn't... Calculated wasn't such a low HP that flash would have, been beneficial for him for the last hit, so it didn't work out. And that allowed... to get back into this game. Actually getting ahead of Mineski by almost 2,000 gold there. And Mineski trying to work this mid-tier 1. But, well, they were stopped by the brunt of No to Pork Barrel.
And Baron tuloy. Dragon is about to respawn. They're just applying the Dragon Pit control first by applying vision, securing the Scuttle. They're actually, I just found out Scuttle is a girl.
Really now?
It is! Scuttle is female. Interesting, right? I just found out earlier when I read the wiki page. It was confirmed in a previous batch na Scuttler was referred to her as she. And then yun, Grill confirmed. But then again, Gosu is not a girl.
Aye. The first picture he posted was a guy. I really thought that was a girl. For the longest time, I thought Gosu was a girl.
Yeah.
Because there were these like posts that Gosu was the girlfriend of Double F, but it could be a different name.
There's also this assumption that Gosu was an entity. Like, all the AD carries siguro of NA, iba-iba lang kinokontrol. Like sometimes when you double lift, I forgot who told me this, but yeah, Rift Herald, kanino kay ibibigay itong buff? Pinag-usapan pa nila. Okay, kay Maximilian. Because the only top tier, first tier turret rather, that's available to take down is the top lane one. And they are gonna be rotating there. Actually, Maximilian decides to take the buff to the bottom lane. Okay, I guess.
No, it's actually alright. So it'll buff the minions to at least stop any other pushing.
Yeah, by Lucian.
Yeah, by Lucian. And then you already have a very strong, Sieger, which is the Tristana. So look at that! So much damage onto EXO! There is the help from Kaigu, but ding ding! Ring alert! Maximilian has a lot of damage, and you, EXO, have to respect that. Almost gets the kill if only Kaigu wasn't there. Might have got to kill there. Tisk.
Well, if you look at it, I'm hiding in the brush. Face
Oh
check.
my god!
Where's the munch?
Both
There it
top
is.
laners!
Oh my! Both top laners are wrecking the AD carries on the opposite sides of the team right now. Surprise! Face check. I eat you. Ganun lang. Bam. Nawala. Surprise talaga. Oh, Maximilian. Another surprise here. Face checking. Guys, please stop face checking. Pumilit na si Maximilian mag-flash. And he just walks away casually.
I can't stop smiling. The follow-up plays by these top laners. Una sa bottom lane, it was EXO, and this top tier 2, which is Ren.
Oh wow!
This cannon might get caught out. Or sorry, Kaigu will get caught out. Gets killed by Calculated.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a mission impossible there for Maximilian because there is some help from Kaigu, but Gen V had help from, Cannon was already in his vicinity. It's just that TG had so much damage that even if Gen V uses the headbutt, he will not survive that. So, wow, TG, a very rare, occurrence is when a top laner teleports and he actually gets the teleport off before the turret dies.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what the plan was there, what the plan with the teleport. Pero siguro I think it's to deny and add some sort of threat din sa mid lane kasi there's a possibility if hindi bumalik si TG agad, baka mamaya makakuha ng marami pang bawas yung Torre dun sa inhibitor turret.
Yes, true. Alright, so checking out the itemizations, Trinity Force and Static Shiv completed 4 as is the Frost Queen's Claim and Route of Peaceful calculated. And as for the top lane, it looks like Maximilian will get himself the Iceborne Gaunt as well as the Sunfire Cape. And ADR, it is... Okay, so we're already into the mid game. Double damage item, double items for almost all players across the board.
Pretty even. The goal is actually pretty even.
Yeah.
Pero, what you gonna play like?
Zeke's Harbinger, 4 cannon.
Yeah, that's a nice additional spike. Kumbaga, if they are even in items in terms of... Actually, medyo huli si... Ano ba yung unahin ni... Is that gonna be a rapid fire cannon?
Don't think that'll supplement his damage. It should be an Infinity Edge. At least he gets the raw AD into boosting up his attack damage skills. But he could go possibly for a rapid fire cannon, to at least have extra range on his first attack, or the static shift for Battle Wave here. It's always something. It's player preference, but I think in this situation we're in, clashes are happening left and right. It should be Infinity Edge. At least get that again raw AD.
Oh wow! Nice wind wall by
told
Win.
you!
Woo!
I told you! There's the risk of when you go for a Sejuani that your ultimate might miss or the wind wall will just stop it completely.
So that is the go signal of Mineski. They know that a very, very important cooldown is off for the perfect team fight for No to Pork Barrel. And kompleto pa dito sa on Mineski's side. But then, the wave clear is just too much for these two, for the opposite team. Now, they might try to chase down, and there's a disengaged pillar coming in from Kaigu. It works really, really well. And split pushing tong dalawang top laners natin dito. What they can do is, they're making the correct play. They're rotating down bot. And I don't think they have the wave clear. They don't have Cho'Gath there with them. But we'll see. If the key here is for Zac to get a perfect ultimate, or maunahan sila nung no to pork barrel when it comes to initiating. So, elastic slingshot will expire for a few moments. Yun ba, pag na-cancel ang elastic slingshot mo, does it cool down?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, but checking out the ultimate of time is almost up, so I think they're just waiting for that, but he gets caught out. Oh my god, the ultimate from Maximilian just takes out a lot of knockups onto the side of Mineski, and look at this, Empire X are just pushing back Mineski. Genvi was in a perfect position in the backline, nobody was focusing him, and ladies and gentlemen, left and right, Mineski are just falling like flies from the sky when you use Bygone or any bug repellent.
Bug repellent. But that was insane by no to pork barrel. Grabe. I cannot believe they did that. Actually, when going into Sejuani was not the best investment.
Ako, tapos na ang Christmas, hindi nyo na kailangan ng lechon. Bakit nyo pa ginagawa si Tam?
Yeah. And because of that, it was the perfect set. And just as we've been saying, these are the kinds of team fights no to pork barrel is after. When everybody is all together, these 5v5s are just their strengths. And right now, they're picking up, what do you call this? Baron. They have the objectives are open for the taking. Pero Mineski, in response to this, they know that they're in the Dragon Pit. They have the vision. So let's see if Mineski is able to take down the Baron really, really fast, because it's a race of objectives right now. Because this is the only thing that they can do in response to the loss they had. So they're rushing in. They're rushing in towards the Baron Pit. Oh my god, Asurai.
They have to smite. They have the Cho'Gath feast. So no to pork barrel have to be fast in this, and they are. Ultimate from Maximilian is already up, and they are in a really awkward situation. Axel taking so much damage! He goes down to the flash of Maximilian, and Mineski are doing just very wrong decisions left and right, ladies and gentlemen. And check out as Genji gets taken on to win, and a nice ultimate from Tam just locks in the remaining members of Mineski, and that was a clean ace from no to pork barrel with the Dragon, with the Baron, with the bottom inhibitor. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be seeing Game 3 later.
Game 3, this is... Wow, what a way to open 2016 with the first competitive game right now. And this is just an amazing game to watch. This series, I'm super
comes out of
excited. Yes. So yeah, it was really their game now. So 26 minutes in. Wow, the team fights are just so amazing to watch. Woo!
I am breathless. That, oh my gosh, napumiyak na ako. That ultimate from Maximilian, I mean, game 1, we were looking for good ultimates from him. It just happened once or twice, and not to the fullest of effects.
Yeah.
But this game, when Mineski got baited out by Tam, again, you don't want your Lechon, you want that Yordle. You want the damage dealer of no to pork barrel. That didn't happen. Genvi was in like a hospital ward, you know, he was completely safe, and he just got all of these really good positioning, and then he just got all of his damage off. And Mineski, again, they forced also the Baron, and they didn't have enough damage to finish it out. EXO actually, I think, took some damage from the Baron, and then Maximilian, feeling confident because of how he was playing throughout the game, just went in onto EXO. EXO again, not the tankiest of ADRs like compared to a Graves or something like that, gets immediately gibbed onto like one more hit, flashes in, and then Maximilian gets the final hit. So it was just one more damage dealer left for Mineski, that is Wind, and then Wind just gets immediately bursted down by Genvi, and a nice ultimate from Tam just finishes all off. You know, the cherry on top of the sundae, or I don't know, banana split, or whatever kind of dessert you guys like, cheesecake. Granted that, you know, cherries don't go well with cheesecake, blueberry cheesecakes or something like that.
Okay now.
Oh yeah, nagutom na ako. But again, that was just a so good clash coming in from No to Pork Barrel side.
Well executed, well played by No to Pork Barrel. Pero Game 3, I'm super psyched to see this series come to a conclusion dahil it's pretty much even right now kasi yun nga, Mineski, good showing first game. And then, ngayon, No to Pork Barrel, really nice team fights. So, ano kaya ang magiging comp? I'm gonna predict na magkakaroon ng difference in bans this time.
Yeah, I think Arcade should also go for a carry type mid laner.
Yeah, That's true.
or a control mage that has more damage than a Lulu.
But it worked out really well for them. It works really well with
Yeah,
Genji's
but
positioning.
yung problem na lang siguro is that it's game 1 almost the same composition, didn't work out well for them. Game 2, it was Maximilian on that second to the last clash that allowed Notoport Brow to again get the just a really good, a strong advantage against Mineski,
Yes.
and then Mineski forcing these fights onto the targets that are not supposed to be focused on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, no, we'll see another good